Aboard the Scheherazade. At 5 feet 7 inches and with a slightly extravagant build, he was much too large for the small wicker basket in which he lay naked with his wrists and ankles negligently bound. I was traveling south on board the Scheherazade, an Egyptian cruise liner that passes between Aswan and Luxor every 3 days on the Nile. It was noon, and I was sunning myself off the ship's prow with Ebo, the ship's cook, when I spotted a shiny reflective thing amid the bulrush along the eastern bank, what turned out to be the nubile flesh of Mr. Jacob Augustus Blau. I picked up my binoculars, then sent Ebo inside to fetch my grappling hook. Following a few less than successful attempts, I hooked the basket and pulled it aboard. Standing over the still unconscious figure, I instructed Ebo to go to my stateroom where he'd likely find Albert, my butler, perusing my collection of in-style magazines. Tell him to stop opening all the fragrance samples, then ask him to bring my smelling salts, the guest Speedo, and a bottle of Captain Morgan's non-alcoholic rum. Albert arrived on deck in a gale of sighs that is typical of him, and with the requested provisions. I immediately attended to business, resuscitating Jacob with the salts, refreshing myself with the captain's N.A., and then, once Jacob had fully regained his senses, inviting him to don the guest Speedo. It was red, and just as I'd anticipated, went very well with his pale olive complexion. It provides a nice contrast to the brown in his hair. Don't you think so, Albert? An impeccable combination. Madame has chosen wisely. Jacob blushed. I asked him his name, where he'd come from, what he was doing naked in the bulrush with his wrists and ankles bound, if my husband had sent him. Jacob Augustus Blau, freelance medical anthropologist. He pressed a hand to his naked breast. I'm afraid I haven't any cards. I split my time between New Hampshire and Princeton. I don't think I know your husband. Unless, on a recent visit to Phuket where I'd gone to research local varieties of larynx root, I met a piece of animated granite going by the name of Bing. He was a traveling salesman and tried to sell me a countertop with eyes. His sister.